All right, we're back. We're back. And man, we just love games. Especially this one. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Unique.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like? JavaScript.
Nope. JavaScript.
It's gonna die.
I sure hope so. More. It made me so angry when they said they were using like HTML5 when it first was announced. And they said, oh, HTML5 is just HTML and JavaScript. I'm like, why? It really hurt me on a physical level. But we
it's one of those, yeah, it's one of those great things where like, yeah, you can do that. Should you? And too many people are going like, yeah, let's do it that way. Oh, well.
I feel like you're still talking about this game.
That's one way you could make a game.
Well, like it's
I'm going back to my D&D group.
You didn't write this game, dude. I'd be very disappointed.
So yeah, we need to finish convincing stupid Hayden.
Stupid Hayden. Yeah.
I mean, I would like to suggest that Jeffrey has finished doing his part rather quickly with your perfect roles and has met up with us.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, maybe you join in and now you can help us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, like maybe you get there.
Stupid Hayden got resisted.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a thing that I need to account for.
Right, the finished clock was resisted.
I feel like it meant that we didn't lose this opportunity, which we would have otherwise, by resisting the consequence. But maybe there's more to it than that.
That seems to make sense. But in a
question,
strange
actually,
way,
like this is a meta question.
Yeah.
Golden, you're the only person that I don't know whether or not you have GM'd a Blades in the Dark game before.
No.
Okay. Because I know the rest of us all.
I've only GM'd an Apocalypse World game once.
Is that a hack of Blades?
Apocalypse World by Vincent.
Oh, Apocalypse World. That was not what I heard you say.
It's the other way around.
I literally heard you say Black Ops Will.
Wow, that was a good game.
Right? I never heard of that game. That game sounds interesting. Tell me more.
Yeah, like no, it's
perfect.
Not my favoriteest thing. I've gotten into this before. Like, I'm not a big fan of Blade. I'm a big fan of renovating houses and TV shows like This Old House and New Yankee Workshop. I really love those games, and that's why this game is so interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
But Blades as a whole, I'm done with.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never run an Apocalypse World game again. But I'll play in them.
Mm-hmm.
I just won't run them.
So, yeah, because I was just thinking about how, like, as a player, having been a GM for Blades gives you kind of like, or at least me, a different perspective and a different focus on, like, how to approach my character and how to approach problems. But I don't know.
I'm not sure what I would learn from that.
I don't know how to express it. But anyway, it's not important. It's definitely a sidetrack. I think I would.
I'm okay with how everything's turned out in this session, so it's like I don't know if I'm playing it wrong or
No, you're playing it totally right. I was just thinking that like out of all of us, you're the one that hasn't had that experience, but you're not playing it wrong. Anyway,
like this is how I play characters. So
strangely, Golden is my perfect player because I think he's played this game more than Blades.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I mean, I guess if you like gave me a choice between Blades and no role playing, I'd probably play Blades.
Yeah.
Well,
but you had to be that desperate. Okay, I feel you.
Like
you compare jamming this to Apocalypse World, and I think I would actually compare it closer to being a Burning Wheel GM than an Apocalypse World GM for Blade Standard.
I have to agree with you there. I haven't actually ran Burning Wheel, but having played it as much as I have, I definitely agree with you. Like,
didn't you GM Burning Wheel on RP Glory's channel? Oh, okay.
Hassa was jamming that game.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you. I know why. I know why. It's because you were GMing the game before, and I thought you were just like, and now I'm going to GM Burning Wheel.
Right. No. I became a player. Me and Hassa have been swapping who's jamming, and now Dealer Umbra is going to step into the GM seat.
Okay, that's good.
Sweet.
I think Sith and I agree that's the best way to GM Burning Wheel.
Well, we're not going to be playing Burning Wheel. We're going to be playing Blades again.
Yeah, in principle. Maybe that's it. Maybe I've incorporated all of that learning from Burning Wheel again. I don't.
Anyway, back to this game. As Jeffrey comes in, I think Valerie is going to try to take this opportunity to try to win back Jeffrey's trust here. Okay. And like when he gets there, like when he opens the door or like knocks or whatever, I think she like immediately goes to him and like takes his arm and is like, Jeffrey, I'm so glad you're here. Like, you are really good at like hustling, and this is definitely a hustle. And I really need your skill in this, okay? Can you like step up for me?
And in the background of that, you just hear the fucking. You don't get it. You don't get it. There's blackness right there, and just like raving and ranting of a man who's trying to describe a very ephemeral thing, and then in the background there's Sirius who's like, I get it.
Yeah, I think like Sirius is probably trying to put it in
what
words.
Do you say?
As a person who's not afflicted with blackness, it's like it's everywhere. It's
okay.
It's on my eyes, it's on my hands.
Right.
So I think Jeffrey kind of nods and takes that situation in and looks back over to Valerie and goes like, "What's the play here?" Like just to sort of double check. I know what I'm supposed to be hustling.
The context is so weird. It's just like the blackness, right? The blackness.
We need to convince Hayden that he wants to stay here so they stop working on their house. And then they can like move into the one that we're going to move. That's like our whole plan, remember? And I don't know if that suit's like going to work. Like, your smile is one of your most charming things about you. I don't think this digital display is gonna sell it. Can you like turn it off or something?
Um.
Oh yeah, and it totally makes sense too because you just created a not real thing in the not real world, and then there's just
Yeah.
That makes sense. How we got here.
Yeah. So I think there's like kind of like how earlier the shrug emote kind of like originated and then like turned into a body language. The blush emote appears,
Mm-hmm.
and then just sort of like travels up to his face and goes, I don't know how this suit comes off yet, but and sort of does like one of these like I could put on a face, and then like one of those 2D faces shows up, and it's not great.
I feel like we're in that Conan movie, and you're about to say it's not the sword. it's the hand that wields it.
Can I try to help him get the suit off?
Yes.
Okay.
But how?
That's the thing.
With the president, the only way we know how to get the suit off is to take the bargain of accepting the suit.
I'll do it. Yeah, and I'll be like, that's not gonna work, Jeffrey. Like, why don't you let me take the suit?
Do you trust Valerie?
Here's the thing. I do trust Valerie now.
And you don't trust the suit.
But I kind of want a drama point.
That's fair.
So, changing my notes to say that reason to trust it. So, drama points are given when I do something to make things harder.
Yep.
Kind of scene.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For your teammates.
I mean, wouldn't giving me the suit make things harder?
Yeah, I was trying to think about that. Like,
I mean, Valerie's vain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing:
this look you worked so hard for is just gonna get masked.
The suit is basically a manifestation of light. So how does it react to the darkness?
Are
they like natural enemies? Is this like the Oracle versus Architect?
I don't know that it is.
Are they on the same side?
Maybe.
I was on a total different like fan theory of what the Glimmer suit was, because I remember the Everyman like was incessantly afraid of mirrors because of some sort of monolith tracking him through mirrors or something, and I was like, okay, this is the manifestation of that guy.
No, I remember why you were afraid of mirrors. If you want to go with the canon version, which obviously you don't have to because canon is weird. But the canon is that the Everyman doesn't like mirrors because his face is reflective. So,
oh yeah,
and he likes to reflect other people, so he can be a person. But if he looks in a mirror, then he looks at himself, and then he sees nothing because he is nothing without reflecting other people, and he can't reflect himself because he is nothing. Kind of that sort of thing.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think Jeffrey will give the glamour suit to Valerie, but I think it's one of those things where there's going to be like no, like, all right, one, like, it's not going to be like, it's just going to be like, there you go, like, and you kind of have to deal with it. If the glamour suit like allows that, I don't know if there's a role here or because I was just kind of assuming I was
maybe
stuck in
it is because I feel like the suit has a will of its own.
But also, I don't want to end up as a burned up husk of a person.
True.
I also do not want you to end up as a burned up husk of a person.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Speaking of which, we should make clocks for that.
Great.
I feel like I don't want to make the clocks right now because that takes me about a minute to do.
I can
literally 53 seconds. I timed it. Haha. Oh, do you have the Zard assets too?
No, there's just clocks on my sheet I can add if you just tell me 4, 6, 8, or 12.
That's fair. Take. I feel like with the amount of it's like hi.
It's focusing.
Make a 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
And call it Burn Up Husk, or whatever we said. And put 2 ticks on it.
Okay. You alluded to like some sort of like fiery light thing as it like closed, so I wasn't sure how that affected it.
No, that was the Bloodspire trying to be a bro and help you out, but you were doomed.
Oh, brilliant. The Bloodspire trying to be a bro. All right, I'm going to tweet that one too because
the Bloodspire is just trying to be a bro, you know. He impales a lot of bodies that appear from nowhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary.
So, okay, cool. So there's a 6 o'clock for that. Was that the only clock?
Yeah. And I feel like you should negotiate. Like, maybe you have to run the... Like, I don't feel like it's a person, quite. I don't feel like you can reason with it. But you could run it.
And it's not a terror.
Yeah. It's the same way of, like, you can manipulate people and you can manipulate devices. How those are used in the same sort of way. You would have to... You can manipulate this device, but not by negotiating with it and arguing with it. You have to run it.
I think you recommended pry before, too.
That was to find out.
That was to try and see if there's a key.
Ah, okay.
Like in a secret pocket or secret compartment.
Yeah. I just keep trying to do like call out to it or something. Maybe I can do like a program call. Like,
I understand that now.
One of us. You know, JavaScript isn't really object-oriented.
For appealing to my newfound knowledge, you may make a desperate call roll to call upon the terrible power of the suit.
Okay.
But it's going to be desperate 0 effect.
Oh.
Which means that you would need to... If he critted, would that bring it up to limited? Okay.
Wow. Okay, then.
And he could push himself for effect.
That is true. You can push yourself for effect.
This is how the madness starts.
And that'll put you into madness.
Well, I haven't used
it. And it could get set up for effect, too, and then it could be desperate great.
Yeah.
This is a good idea. We're going to do it.
I mean, can I do a setup to assist?
That's reasonable. Yeah.
I want so I want to snap at the suit and be like, "Come on, like get over here. Let me have you. Just come on. Just get your shit together and just jump over here." Like what are you afraid of?
Interesting. That is risky limited, or it could be desperate standard if you wanted to push it that way.
It could be desperate standard.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, it will be
desperate standard.
Yeah,
give me that XP.
It. I want some XPs, not extreme standard. If I push myself so that my track is full, I would take a madness.
You would go into madness, which lets you pick like an affliction or whatever you want to call that.
Is that when I start on the madness track that I pick it?
Yes.
Okay, so if it's just full and I haven't actually gone on the madness track, I don't have a madness yet.
I was confused. As soon as you're out of stress, you take the affliction.
Gotcha.
Here's the thing.
Because at that point you get to make a choice. You can either black out and just trauma out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you keep going, which many people would, you go into the dark place, which is the madness and the afflictions that come with it.
We're out of confessionals, damn it.
Didn't create enough drama. You got to create more drama.
I'm trying.
Here's the thing. If you run out of stress, don't you stop being able to take actions?
No, in this you don't.
I thought, did that change? Because I swear there was
that has changed.
It's changed, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what we were just asking about a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you go over madness, you can act as you normally would, but you get mental problems.
Okay.
Fucking with your shit. Madness.
Alright, I'm gonna take the stress for an extra die.
Beautiful.
Can I wait until I see the result of this roll before I decide whether I am... So when I'm looking at it here, it says when you take stress over the threshold. So this is at the threshold.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Oof.
No!
Ooh. The dice have turned on us.
They have. They really have. Dang it.
I was worried. So here's a secret. Behind the scenes, these are not actually D6s that are being rolled. These are D8s. And there's no 6 result. There's only a crit, which happens when you roll an 8. So where I was going with that is I was trying to move the dice in your favor and see what happened. But no, it turns out it's good. It's fine because you're failing plenty. Perfect. So the suit doesn't refuse. So I'm going to do the exploding brain thing of you succeed and that's the bad thing.
I was kind of thinking that might be the case. Yes.
So it doesn't creep onto you like it did onto Jeffrey. It all turns off and then moves with a very different texture. And it just, like, eats your body and brain alive. And it's going to push its consciousness into your consciousness. And
yeah, I'm going to resist that. Can I resist that?
Yes.
Can I resist that?
Yes.
I'll try to resist that.
How are you going to resist that for me?
Because whose skin is it on before it's on
Yeah.
Valerie's?
How would I resist? So I don't know if I necessarily want to resist the jump, but I think that's the only thing I can resist. I don't think there's a way for me to resist it completely taking over the mind and everything. I can't fictionally fiat that much.
Well, you did kind of control the suit just now, in some ways. So it's got to be like a symbiote sort of thing where you kind of have to. You kind of have to share consensus to do things, and usually you have that consensus with the suit, which is why you've been able to do cool shit this entire time.
Yeah.
But maybe it needs your consent as well if it wants to jump off, and it just kind of did it before you were paying attention to it. But if
you're like, hold on there, you're a little too eager.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me see these. All right.
It's a hard choice.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost Soul. Soul is my first impression.
Okay.
Because Soul is kind of like willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was definitely thinking Soul for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think what happens is that I think Jeffrey sort of is like, you can't be efficient with a broken mind. Like, ostensibly the suit has its own directives and priorities. So I'm saying, like, you can't functionally efficiently do that if you completely take over the controller. So don't do that. So let's see how well that works.
Yep.
Did I crit?
You clear 2 stress. So yeah, that is a crit.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Changing to D8s means dice work funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess I don't have to use D8s to resist. I could use different dice for different rolls, I guess. Could be a thing behind the scenes.
Yeah. I was at 0 stress, though, so.
Yeah.
Welp.
Of course, that's when you crit.
Well, of course it is, yeah. So, so thank you on that.
So it's like stuck, like half off of your body. I'm almost thinking.
With it stuck in this state, can we possibly use that as leverage to just get it off him without it coming onto me?
I think it makes sense.
I could see this going really bad.
I mean, if only there was a fourth person in this scene who didn't know any better.
Wait. Are you suggesting that what we do is give the suit to Hayden?
Yeah.
That actually might work. Because he'd get all the powers of the suit, but he could only use them here.
Right. Would he be interested?
Do we give him the choice?
We don't have time to.
Yeah, like I want to pursue this because it's crazy.
Yes.
So, I think at this point, I grab Jeffrey's hand and I'm like, I've got an idea. Come with me, and drag him back into the other room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the suit is it's literally just kind of like pants.
Well, yeah, so
Jeffrey at this point, and it has tendrils that are going kind of crazy.
But also, I think Jeffrey kind of has to do that weird shuffle thing you have to do, when your pants aren't quite all the way up.
Yeah.
But Valerie's going double speed, so he has to do this sort of weird waddle shuffle thing.
There's a tendril of the suit that's just
Mm-hmm.
You have to duck out of it.
And then
I'm going to inflict a consequence on Jeffrey. I'm going to say that the suit punches you, just with its tendrils, just because it's wildly swinging.
It punches him between the legs, doesn't it?
I think it was still covered in that area. So
okay.
True.
I'll try and resist that. Yeah.
I was thinking it would just be level 1 harm.
Okay.
It's clear. It's the 2 stress. Take 3 stress. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm following Valerie as we go over to Hayden.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, and I think she just kind of nods to Hayden, just
yeah, we have to command the demon into the pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do it.
So yeah. So I think Jeffrey looks at Hayden, and based off of that little snippet he heard between Sirius and Hayden, he goes, "You're having problems seeing dark. There's too much darkness."
Man, we're probably still complaining about the darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entire time we've been having our little scene that's been going on in the background.
And for you, when you have the suit on your eyes, you see the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just direct feed into your brain. So it felt pretty real to you.
Okay. But I'm kind of going to I guess maybe as it's all flailing around, notice the nice reflective shiny scales on the side of this. What if instead of having to see the darkness, you reflect the darkness back? One-time only deal will let you feed the darkness back to itself. And you, in this nice protective shell, will no longer be affected by it.
Of course. The darkness is the dark web. The suit is Google.
Yeah. Yeah. One-time offer.
And Hayden slumps his head in and says, "Okay, Google." And then just
Perfect.
Sweet.
Okay, Google, take over my brain, affect my mind, my psyche, make the darkness go away.
And then it does.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a roll to be made? I don't know that there is. Is there?
I don't think so. If
I
they
feel
both
like
if they both say yes, I don't think there's a reason to make a roll here.
I mean, is there a stand he lost watching this happen?
The only risk is that Hayden gets suspicious and he's like, yeah, this is an alternative, but it might not be a good alternative. So I feel like it's not desperate or risky, but it's controlled.
Okay.
But it's a little bit of a roll because I want to treat Hayden like a person.
Sure, I'll help. Leave it in.
Okay. So
He's
is
desperate
this...
to see anything other than darkness and to escape the simulation.
So I think this is actually lull for Jeffrey, the charm or memorize instead of fake, which would have been my other thought.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're saying controlled effect?
I think standard.
Okay. And Sirius was helping?
Yeah. I've been trying to...
How is Sirius helping?
I've been trying to... We've been talking about the darkness for all this time.
Oh yeah, you were trying to like convince him out of it, but then you saw it.
Yeah.
And then now you can be on his side, being like, yes, this darkness sucks. If you can escape it, great.
Yes.
Is that what you're doing? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Awesome.
Perfect. So it happens just like you think it does. It starts to shrink in size, and the folds start to come off and whip onto like there's one part that like slap band. Do you know those things where it's like you slap them on your wrist and then it goes like that? Oh. It does that sort of thing to
we grew up in
right on his skin, and then and then the rest of it just kind of like snaps onto him and then crawls up the arm and then up the face, and then now he's Glitch Boy.
Perfect.
He's Glitch Boy 2.0.
And what he does is he doesn't move because he feels no more need to. I think he kind of dies, but kind of doesn't. He's like...
Okay.
Does his brain smell like fried coffee?
No. He wants to see anything other than the world that he's in. And so he's completely opted out of it and gone into cyberspace through the suit.
Oh man, that's one of those things. You opt out of the dark web while in the dark web. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Not good.
So now he's taken the suit and now he's completely like frozen, sitting in the chair.
Okay.
Because he has no reason to do anything else.
How are the Alexanders taking this?
Are they still just eating their subs?
I think that their mouths are like kind of suspended over the subs, and they're like drinking the coffee as well. And then all of a sudden, there's like this person with like weird pants that flap around and upward, and then it's like, this is your one-time only deal, and then okay Google, and then onto my brain, and then not moving. I think, because like Kate probably thinks you killed him some weird way or froze him or something.
So what I do is I put out my finger, and remember it was touch sensitive. I draw a smiley face on his face.
That seems like a lull. Like a desperate lull.
I'm going to push myself. That's going to drive me over to madness. I'm going to do it. Yeah, no!
Well, you get some XP.
Yep.
My madness has begun. I guess theoretically I remove a trauma. Right? Because you said don't freaks start with other traumas?
Not in this version. So,
okay. I pick a trauma? Alright, forget about that.
Yeah,
what
you pick
happens?
one of the things off the list. I'm curious. Okay, I want to, since this is a desperate fail, I want to just be like, this house is suddenly like filled with a party of people because for some reason the artists and alphas and house hunters have just walked through the door and they're like, we've been looking for you. What the shit is going on? People have been talking. You've seen their mouths like reasonable people.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand.
What are they doing? It's just a weird cultural thing.
I guess. Strange. Okay. I think... I need to step in here and be like... Can we have a flashback really quick to Jeffrey explaining to me exactly what he was doing or was going to do with the other teams so that I'm not blind?
Right, I never told you, like, yeah, so I like kind of told them if they kill each other, that's good.
Right. But so like can we have a flashback to you telling me that?
But I want that to be now, though. Yeah, I kind of told them that they have to kill each other to win the game.
I mean, it could be now if you insist.
I find that really funny, but if you really want to do something else, I would completely
because they don't
understand.
know that the suit was they don't know the suit was Jeffrey, and now the suit is Hayden. Mm-hmm. So that's why I want there to be this flashback.
Okay. Oh. I'm going to make you spend a little stress for that because that seems a little out of...
Okay, that's going to push me to madness.
Okay. One stress. So I'm just going to feather on the Kimmel's back you into madness.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's obvious that I'm selfish.
Madness.
Mm-hmm.
What's Sirius's madness affliction? There's a list of the other over it.
Oh, you're also selfish? That makes sense.
Oh boy. Perfection. Yeah, so they're all here now. Okay. And you have Alex and Kate going, what the fuck is happening? You have people running in the door and going, what the fuck is happening? And they just, like, there's a weird person in the center, and I think everybody's instinct is to just say, does anybody know what's going on here? And then Kate and Alex are like, and then it sounds like you're going to do something to interrupt them, or
I think Jeffrey sees all of this and just sort of goes like, "Oh my God, Valerie, did you just hear what this guy said? Like, what? And now he's just never talking again at all. What is he like? We gotta get to the bottom of this, guys. Like, it's all on this guy. Like, I keep pointing to Hayden. It's all on this guy.
That thing was on you, though. I saw that.
That thing has got like a mind of its own.
Where'd you get that?
Ridiculous. Yeah. We don't even know. It's just it's scary. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's whatever its motives are. Like they cannot be fathomed.
Yeah, we came here to try and get help, but it didn't really help.
Yeah. And then Alex comes up to you, or Gershwin, or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
and he goes up to Jeffrey, and says, and he whispers, and he's like, "Where can I buy one of those things?" no, seriously. If you give me one of those things, I will forfeit the contest, and I'll do that thing where I live in that house. If you do either one of those, it's all yours. I'm going to be in the simulation forever.
I
already talked to Kate about it, and she's doing it too.
I think Jeffrey there's a slight smile, and he looks at the Alexander, and wait, it was one of the Alexanders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's Gershwin.
And goes, I pulled it off the body of the previous owner. And then just looks at Hayden.
Where were they?
Wow. I think Sith was implying they pull it off of Hayden.
Yes.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's exactly what I'm implying. I'm saying there's a free one right there. Just kill the guy.
I mean, Hayden doesn't need it anymore.
And chaos is starting to ensue because this conversation can be heard. And we're about to mosh pit chaos of like people panicking and wanting things, and it's going to be great.
Yeah,
but Kate's like, okay, I want to do a weird thing with all of the characters in this room, and I want to go around to every single character we've played in the past, and I want to say out of this really weird situation what each one really wants, because that sounds like fun for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Gershwin Alexander really wants the suit, but he also wants his wife to be happy, and he would be okay if they could live in that super nice house together and have it all to themselves, which is also what Kate wants. The animal girls want to win the competition because winning the competition is a good thing. Because it's a game show. You win the competition. That's the point of playing a game. Madame Zurara is... What does Madame Zurara want out of this situation? She would want that house too, because she is tired of being poor and detached from her family, and she can only live in a nice house when she lives with her family. So if you could give her that house for free, that's what she wants, because she wants to be wealthy without her parents. Sean wants to get out of the simulation so that he can get back to fixing his car so that he can escape Canalville.
Yeah, it's just one long story for that guy. Sith, what does the everyman want?
I'm not sure what he wants out of this situation.
I am torn because
I almost feel like this is maybe one giant mirror because
it depends on how the Everyman reflects what this pseudo dimension is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was in the real world hiding from the monoliths because he was tired of being a museum object. And so either this is a better hiding spot or it's a worse prism.
Yeah.
And I don't know which way they go with that.
I like it being a better hiding spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not put on by the monoliths. It's put on by something else. And so it's whatever greater power has sponsored this game show would be effectively intervening to hide the Everyman from the monoliths.
Yeah. So if that's the case,
the Everyman wants to stay in the simulation at all costs. Because
hopefully with some other real people. They would want other people around.
Oh yeah, so that's even better because the Everyman just wants some people in here so that he doesn't infinitely reflect the simulation, which isn't real. He needs at least one other person, probably more people, so that he can reflect other people, real things. Russo wants to win because she is really stubborn and proud of what she does.
That's true.
And that covers everyone. Oh, and Hayden has already gotten what he wants, but he might not if you take the suit off or whatever. He wants to be in the suit because now he's enjoying it. He gets eternal peace inside the suit.
Oh, he's still sane. Okay.
He's not even close to being sane.
I don't think he was sane to start with.
He was not.
I mean, he chased Aurora. He moved from a warm place to a very cold place to chase auroras.
Surf auroras. Yeah.
Surf auroras.
Yeah.
And auroras in that universe mutated you horribly.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep. So that's what everyone wants.
So it sounds like only one person is a problem?
Well, one person and 3 animal people.
Yeah.
What if we joined the animal people's team? Do they allow team switching?
What if we don't know whether or not? What if we convince?
I feel like it's the most fun that it is. I feel like I like if it's wrestling where it's like there are rules, but in reality, in wrestling, you can do whatever bullshit you want. Kelsa.
So here's my idea. Here's my pitch. So it's not legal to switch teams, but they don't know that. So we get Russo and the Animal Girls to join our team. We do the amazing makeover that was our plan the whole time. But because it's on our site, we get the credit and they don't count.
Yes.
That's primo.
Yeah, do it.
Oh,
That's the plan.
This is so good. I want a Firebrand's hack of just this particular situation to see what people do.
Brilliant. So,
that's going on my Patreon. Patreon.com/darklimitervoid.
So, yeah, I think I want to try to convince Russo and the girls to join our team.
Mm-hmm.
And we will, like, I'm going to pitch it, like, to everybody, like, we're going to build the best house and you all can live in it. But me, Russo, and the girls, us, Russo, and the girls, we're going to fix it up for you. And then we're going to win. But you get the prize of living here forever.
Could this actually be a group action of all of us doing it, convincing them?
Yes.
We all trust each other at this point, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
This is the power of trust.
Yeah. Let's do it.
And I'll take the stress. I'm the only one not on madness yet. So
we can take the stress because we're already mad.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your stress didn't clear yet, right?
Right. So
no, but that means we would be taking more madness.
Yeah.
I'm fine with taking it because it was my idea to all join teams.
Okay.
But what if I want madness?
Then we have to stop
like
trusting each other. No. That's okay. You can be mad. I'll let you roll.
Well, we're all going to roll.
Everyone will roll, yeah.
I'll let you be leader.
So this is lying. So I think we're doing fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any fake.
Which is really good because...
Alternatively, it could be low because we're kind of trying to seduce them with this idea.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true.
I have low.
So lull is charming and mesmerizing. I feel like fake is more accurately what... Well, you're doing different things to different people.
Mm-hmm.
So you are faking to the Animal Girls and Russo.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're lying that your team's going to win because they're not actually a part of your team.
Our team is going to win. They're just not going to be part of it.
You're seducing everybody else who either wants this house or wants to be in a reality with other people in the simulation.
Right.
So is this going to be like two different roles that we just need to make them both?
I feel like maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. It's a group action. Which one we want to start with? And
I feel like lull makes sense to, or no, fake makes sense to do first, so that way you can get the Animal Girls and Russo on your side, so that way you're not just spouting bullshit.
That seems the harder. That seems the harder to get.
Yeah, because I think we have to have that. We have to have that in place in order to have the leverage for the lull. So I'll agree.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
And I'll treat this as a setup for the next action as well.
Right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and push myself on the fake, so I'm not rolling 0 dice.
What is our position?
Your position to fake to the Animal Girls and Russo is... See, they don't trust you because you are not teammates of theirs. So I feel like it's risky.
Okay.
And you have, I would either say limited or zero effect. I want to say zero effect.
Do we want to kick that to desperate?
You could go desperate limited.
And
wait, why is it zero? Oh, right, because they distrust you, which I'm taking as like some sort of factor. I haven't written in that trust or distrust is a factor yet, but maybe it is.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a thing I write into a rule in the future.
And we haven't interacted with them on screen yet, right?
No, not really.
So what if we flashed back to the airport scene, and we were like really nice to the girls and said, good luck, may the best team win, and said all these other things that wouldn't work on normal people, but totally would to a bunch of animal girls.
Animal girls, yeah.
Let's do that.
Totally.
How much stress does that take to do a flashback like that?
I feel like that is an unlikely opportunity. So 1.
Sure. Sweet. And what do I have to roll?
Yes, you would have to roll.
But what would I roll? Would that be good? I'm trying to be charming.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and push myself because this is important.
And this is controlled and great effect because you're just being nice on the airfield thing.
Yeah.
And they're very trusting of people.
You guys could help, I guess, because we'd all be there being nice as a team.
The problem is that I have to take stress to help you there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, it's already you take 1 stress for the splashback, and then one of us would have to take another stress for helping, and I feel like it's probably fine.
Okay. All right.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Okay, how does your overwhelming success manifest? I think they make really happy woodland animal noises, and they really like you.
Nice.
So back to the present, where they're not involved in the role at all because they're already down to do this with you. It's all about Russo now.
Okay, so can we push this to Desperate Great to go all out to convince Russo here?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's fake Russo, Desperate, Standard, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's still a group action, right?
Oh, it would be Desperate Great because you changed the scale in the flashback.
Oh, okay.
Also,
gotcha.
No, the setup action hasn't been done yet. Okay, it's just
this is the setup action.
Right.
Well, yeah. This is the setup action to lull everybody else. This is
yep.
changing the scale so it's just Russo.
Mm-hmm.
This is the setup to fake Russo into it so we can convince everyone else to help us and then live in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still a fake. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But Desperate Great.
Oh. Okay.
It's a group action, so okay.
It's what controlled on a Desperate. We all have to roll, right? We all roll for a group action?
Yes, we all roll for a group action.
Okay.
I got nice, so we at least succeeded.
0 stress so far.
One stress.
1 stress.
Ooh.
Terrible.
So that's 2 stress for me.
And it's nice.
Ooh.
So you do it, but there's a consequence.
Okay.
You suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs. Also, that's Desperate, so you all mark XP on mind.
Did.
Yep.
A serious complication occurs. You have reduced effect.
Reduced effect would bring it down to standard and we'd still succeed.
So fictionally, I feel like Russo is like a total hard case. And okay, she'll do it, but she wants something in return. What could Russo possibly want? She wants to win just to win,
Does she want to take the trophy home with her?
I think she's going to usurp herself as leader of this team now. That seems like a serious complication.
Okay.
She's just going to take over the team and tell you what to do, which could cause trouble.
I'm willing to accept.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that because it still gets Russo into our area without technically being on our team.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool. Yeah,
next is to lull everyone else since you've put your team together without a hitch.
Perfect.
All right. And who's leader for this?
Are you still leading this?
Sure, I can. I have one stress before madness. So.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Me too.
Lol. What's our position here?
I have to talk to Drummer Boy. Your position here. So I'll tell you what it is pre-setup, and then you can either boost the position or the effect. Sound good? Okay, great. Before the setup, there is a significant scale disadvantage just because there's so many people.
Yeah.
Let me count in my head. It might actually be roughly the same because there's the three of you, the animal girl. Well, animal girls. God damn it! You do have a position or a potency, not potency, scale. That's the word I was thinking of. You have a scale advantage. I think this starts off risky great, and you can improve one of those. So you can either improve risky to controlled or great to extreme.
I mean, how much do we really need effect?
Not so much. I feel like controlled is maybe.
I think controlled is probably our better bet.
That's what I was thinking too.
Because then even if we mess up a controlled, if we mess up on controlled, we can try again. We will just
Yeah. There's been a lot of setup in this particular maneuver. To have it go wrong now is a big problem.
Yeah.
So controlled standard.
Controlled great.
Controlled great.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was risky great. Oh, risky great before setup, and then the setup. Mm-hmm. Okay.
There you go.
I thought we were doing the little shuffle thing of like, we can lower it to bump it.
I know what you do that. Mm-hmm. I know how to get XP.
Yeah.
Can I incorporate bitterness into this where I complain about, like, we're going to put all this work into it for you, and then you guys are the one that get to live there. Like, right? You don't even have to, like, try, and then you get to reap all the benefits in order to paint it black with bitterness.
Mm-hmm. Read that to me again. The entire special ability. I mean, not the part about refreshing specialty, but the other part.
Take potency when you incorporate darkness or bitterness into your actions.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes?
I feel like yes, but you have to sell me a little harder. I feel like it's not quite bitter enough.
And, like, look at you two. Like, Alex and Kate, you are gonna have like the perfect house to raise your perfect little family. Like I don't even have anything like that. You just, not only are you gonna get like everything you could have wanted, you already have like more than I could have had. So like I don't even know why we're bothering here, because you are really getting the better end of this deal. And I can't stand like not getting the full credit for this. And really like the credit is like being able to like live with what you're doing, right? Like when we get back to the real world, like no one is gonna even know what the fuck we did. Like, right?
There we go.
Okay, sweet.
So now this is controlled extreme, which is awesome.
Nice.
Let's call...
Sirius already rolled and got terrible. Is that right?
Yes.
And then Jeffrey needs to roll and also got nice. Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So that
Jeffrey.
fills up my normal stress.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you take one more, you will go into madness.
Okay.
Minor consequence, minor complication. I don't want to give you reduced effect because I don't know how different great effect and extreme effect are here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still really good.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it is. The animal girls start to avoid Valerie because she's not a positive presence. She's kind of a downer.
Yeah,
that sounds
totally
a hell of a lot like a minor consequence.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I accept.
Okay, great.
I mean, I guess I could resist that. But I don't really want to.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Okay, everybody has fallen into their place. There are people who are ready to surrender so that they can live in this beautiful house and live in the simulation forever. And there are people who have been lied to. Now, what are we doing next? Should we take a break?
I think it's probably break time. We've been going for a while since the last one.
Yeah.
We just keep playing. It's
I like it.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be back pretty soon, I feel like.
Yep.
So, thanks for watching, everybody. This game's real fun. And I'm glad I was like, let's do it. Just actually do it.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm glad we all were like, you know what? Fuck you, scheduling problems.
Really? I mean,
we will outlast you, scheduling problems.
We have escaped from scheduling Hades.
Yep.
For a while.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys soon.